Welcome to Domain 2, Section 2.11, AI Deployer Considerations. In this short session, we will focus on the organization that uses someone else's AI, the deployer, and the responsibilities and liability it cannot escape simply by buying rather than building. Why does this matter beyond the exam? Most organizations are deployers, plugging third-party AI into their own services. Understanding this role lets you grasp a crucial and costly truth. Using a vendor's AI does not hand the vendor your accountability. The risk in your environment is still yours. Let's define the role. A deployer is whoever takes an AI system that another party built, the provider, and folds it into their own workflows, products, or offerings. Here is the point that catches organizations out. Under the European Union's AI Act, the fact that a third party built the system does not remove or even reduce the deployer's responsibility. The deployer is fully accountable for managing the risk and the impact of that system within its own environment. A vivid way to see this is to imagine a travel company that subscribes to an outside conversational assistant and places it on its website to handle customer questions. Suppose that assistant confidently promises a customer a refund that breaks the company's actual policy. Because the assistant acts as the company's authorized agent, the company can be bound by that promise. The vendor built the tool, but the deployer lives with the consequences. So how does accountability divide? A provider answers for what it builds, namely the model's quality, its security, and the dangers baked into it. A deployer answers for how that model is then put to work, using it safely and ethically, and owning the effects it has on the people and communities it touches. Deployers usually interact directly with the end users or affected communities, while providers may sit further back depending on their business model, and an organization can sometimes be both provider and deployer at once. Let's bring it all together. A deployer integrates someone else's AI into its own offerings, and crucially, buying rather than building does not transfer away its responsibility or liability. The deployer manages the risk and impact in its environment, is accountable for safe and ethical use, and often stands closest to the affected users, while the provider answers for the system's inherent quality and security. You now understand the weight a deployer carries. Every important topic and idea from this session is covered in the multiple choice questions on RooCloud.com. Before you move on to the next session, work through the chapter-wise questions there, because the deployer's non-transferable liability is a point the exam likes to probe. Practice first, and then move forward with confidence. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.